And the Oscar goes to Matthew McConaughey.
He's finally done it. Masters champion.
And the winner is... It's Ray!
The next stop is Cornwall Road.
Really tram to Trafford Bar.
Now for me, as a kid, success wasn't really clear. It changed all the time. One day it was being the richest guy in the room, the next day it was being the funniest, the next day it was being famous, and the next day it was just being good at whatever me and my mates were currently excited about. I remember being a kid and, you know, seeing Goodfellas and Wolf of Wall Street for the first time and thinking, wow, that is success. Not because of the money, I don't really care about the money, but it was because these people walked around like they were somebody. And at that age, that felt like everything. But looking back, none of these ideas felt like mine. They came from movies, from social media, from the world telling us what making it looks like. I had all these definitions of success, but none of them really felt like they came from me. And to look into this further, I had to first discover why I wanted to be successful. And honestly, as I said, the answer was never about money. Like, being comfortable would be brilliant, but being rich never really lit something inside of me. Maybe it's because that's easy for me to say, maybe that's because it felt so far away from me, or maybe it's because deep down I know it wouldn't fix the things I actually cared about. You see, money is easy to measure. That's why I think half the reason a lot of us drive so strongly towards it. But through journaling and sitting with my own thoughts, I realised something pretty uncomfortable, and that was that I don't know if I really want to actually be successful. I mainly just want to be seen as being successful. I wanted to, you know, walk into every family do and people to go, oh, have you seen, you know, he's actually doing quite a good job. Have you seen he's, you know, just started this, or he's done that, or he's built this, or, you know, things like that. But because of that, I then kept chasing paths that weren't really mine. Paths I thought I should be on because they were deemed as successful. Paths that had already been laid out for me by other people. But even if I reached that moment, I knew deep down when that day came, and when the day when people would finally start singing my praises, potentially, I knew that wouldn't be enough. I knew that wouldn't live up to what I've been waiting for. Because I knew deep down it wasn't really about success. It was about something different. Potentially it was about being seen, being valued, being enough. And this pulls me on to chapter 3, which is the realisation I had. The chase is endless. We live in a time right now where being hard on ourselves is almost a personality trait, I think. Everyone's obsessed with discipline, stoicism and grinding. And don't get me wrong, these are all good things. But somewhere along that line, we've missed out on a bit of a cringy factor, but quite a crucial one, which is being like nice to ourselves. I had the realisation that when I paused for one day and I realised how many times in a day I was genuinely negatively speaking towards myself, it became quite surprising. Most of us drag ourselves through each day and then wonder why we feel like we're behind. You see, what if I told you in a lot of ways you're already successful? Most people reject that instantly. You know, swat that compliment away before it's even landed. Now, why is that? Because we've been conditioned to believe we're not enough yet. And if we're not enough, then we've still got something to chase. And chasing feels safer than stopping and realising we might already be doing okay. But think about it like this, you know, there's things you've survived that younger you thought would break you. You've grown in ways you've never given yourself credit for. You've had moments of courage no one else knows about. You've made someone laugh on a day you didn't feel like laughing yourself. You've carried yourself through days that felt like it would be impossible. And you know, as whatever that sounds, that is success. Quiet success, a human success. But the calm we don't seem to count because it doesn't show up in our bank balance or it's not in our job title. And look, I know so far this definition won't satisfy you, and it didn't satisfy me either, because we still all want something to aim for, something to chase, and that's normal. Ambition is good. But at least for now, we can chase this with a healthier definition, which brings us onto the final chapter. What success means to me now. Success means something completely different to me now than what it did when I was younger. I'm no expert, but so far I think I've come to the realization that success isn't this destination, it's a direction. And here's the big part younger me never seemed to understand, which was success is personal. The life that makes you feel fulfilled might look nothing like the ones you see online. Social media makes it look like we're all chasing the same dream, you know, the same income, the same body, the same routine. But the truth is, the life that makes you feel more whole is likely a lot quieter than that one. For me, success is when what I'm doing lines up with what actually matters to me. You know, keeping promises to myself, keeping discipline, choosing the slightly harder thing now because it will make me better. You know, treating myself with more respect than I used to. And yeah, goals still matter. We all have goals. I have goals. Goals give you ambition, they give you direction, they give you structure, they give you satisfaction. And reaching a goal, as we all know, even a tiny one can feel, you know, amazing. And it's good to still have goals. But the difference is now, I don't chase goals anymore to prove to myself my own self-worth. I chase them because they make my life feel more like what I want my life to be like, if that makes sense. Success isn't a finish line, it's a life that you're building slowly and steadily and imperfectly, but intentionally. A life that fits me and not the one I thought I wanted. And honestly, in some ways that feels like success. I feel like in a lot of ways, success is just becoming someone you're proud to be when nobody else is watching. And again, I'm no expert, and I feel like I could come back in 5 years' time and my definition of what success is could be completely different, or hopefully be a bit more refined. Likely that, but no, if it's helped you in any little way, then that's good. But no. But the big question now is that you've got to figure out is, what is success to you?
When you were 11, what did you think you would be doing now?